So I, 26M, live in an apartment complex where parking is assigned, and I pay like $75 extra per month for my covered spot. My neighbor, maybe early 40s, moved in a while back, and at first he seemed cool. We'd say hi in passing and whatever. He started asking if he could use my spot during the day since I work 9 to 5 and it's just sitting there empty anyway. I said no because I pay for it and sometimes come home during lunch. He seemed fine with it, but then he kept asking, like every time I see him, he brings it up in different ways, saying his girlfriend visits during the day and has nowhere to park, or that he works from home and could really use it for client meetings. He even offered to Venmo me $20 a month for it, which honestly felt more insulting than anything. The other day though, I came home early from work, had a dentist appointment, and his car was in my spot. I had to park in visitor parking, and when I texted him about it, he said he did think I'd be home and that is being unreasonable about a parking spot that sits empty most of the day. I don't know if I'm overreacting. I have some money saved aside, so it's not really about the $75. It's more about the principle of it, okay? Like I pay for that spot. It's mine, whether I'm using it or not, okay? But maybe I'm being too rigid and should just let him use it when I'm gone. Do you know how hard it is to find a good parking spot, right? Well, imagine having one, a perfect designated spot, only to find someone else constantly trying to claim it as their own, and not just anyone your neighbor. So, I live in this apartment complex where parking is a nightmare. Everyone gets one assigned spot, and mine is right by the entrance. It's super convenient. I work a regular 9 to 5, so my spot is empty during the day. Apparently, my neighbor, let's call him Kevin, noticed this. One evening, I came home from a long day at work, and guess what? Kevin's giant truck is sitting pretty in my spot. I was annoyed, but I thought, maybe it's a one-time thing. I found a spot way at the back and decided to talk to him the next day. The next morning, I see him leaving his apartment, and I walk over. I say, "Hey, I think you might have accidentally parked in my spot yesterday." He just grins and says, "Oh yeah, I figured since you're at work all day, it's just sitting there empty. I needed it for my buddy who was visiting. No big deal, right?" I was a bit taken aback. I tried to explain that it's my assigned spot and I need it when I come home, but he just wasn't getting it. He was like, "But it's free real estate during the day. You're not using it, so what's the problem?" This went on for a couple of weeks. Times I'd come home and his truck would be there. I'd have to text him to move it, and he'd act like I was the one inconveniencing him. One time, he even said, "You should be happy someone's keeping your spot warm for you." Can you believe the audacity? The final straw was when I came home sick from work early one afternoon. I just wanted to get into bed, but there was Kevin's truck. I called him, and he had the nerve to say, "Can you just wait a bit? My friend's still here." We're in the middle of a game. That was it. I called the building management and explained the situation. They were super understanding and said they'd have a word with him. The very next day, I came home to a beautifully empty parking spot. I saw Kevin later that week, and he just glared at me. He hasn't parked in my spot since. Sometimes, you just have to stand your ground, even if it feels a little awkward. What would you have done in this situation? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.